The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC Wave 4 is here, and we're about to rank all the courses this pass adds from worst to first.
Worst to first, here we go. Which was the worst one?
Well, let's firstly start out by saying this Booster Course Pass is different. It actually adds Birdo to the roster, which is quite interesting. So,
Birdo, right, okay.
If you like Birdo, this is the DLC for you. Also, there's 5 more character slots marked with a question mark, so maybe more characters to come in future DLC waves.
Yes.
So getting right into it then, starting with what we think is the worst, it's still good mind you, is Amsterdam Drift, a Mario Kart Tour course.
Okay, so Amsterdam Drift, what's it all about?
Well, it's, to be honest with you, the overall graphical appearance of this particular course isn't as good as the rest of the game. It looks a bit mobile-y, I'd say, you know what I mean? A bit sort of, a bit Mario Kart Tourish. That said, it's got an interesting variety of scenery, from going from city driving to out in the countryside with windmills and tulips. It's not too bad. What do you think, Bertie?
I think it looks alright. You know, why does it have to be the worst one? I mean, it looks alright to me.
Well, because the other courses in this pack are just that good. I mean, this one is not a particularly standout course, but it's reasonable, I'd say. So
okay,
number 8 on our list.
Number 8 on the list. What's number 7?
Moving up to number 7, we come to a GameCube course. This one is GCN Waluigi Stadium. Remember that one?
I do. I used to really like the GameCube one.
Well, I do like the GameCube. Yes, Double Dash game. Very good indeed.
Great.
This particular one, though, well, it's a muddy stadium. It's very slippy slidey. It's not a particularly standout course from that game, although it is rather well done in the Deluxe DLC.
So fans of the GameCube one will remember this?
I think so, although it wasn't the most memorable course from that game. If you ask me, Wario Coliseum from the same game might have been a better pick, I think.
Well, maybe, yes. Yeah,
maybe. But there you are, fellas. Waluigi Stadium. Nothing much more to say about that one. It's very slippy, very slidey, very dirty, really. It's a dirt track.
Yes, it slipped and slid into number 7.
Yes, indeed, number 7. That's right. Coming then to number 6, we come to a remake of a Game Boy Advance Mario Kart Super Circuit course, being Riverside Park. This is quite a solid remake, I have to say. It's well done. It doesn't have any particularly standout features, despite being, you know, a sort of jungle or riverside sort of themed course. It's just well done.
So it's just fun to drive in, you mean?
Yeah, it's got a little jump through a waterfall there at the end. It's got some piranha plants meandering around with mushrooms to pick up. It's quite an interesting course. Nice music. Yes, number 6, I'd say.
Number 6 on the list is the, whatever that was.
Riverside Park. Yes.
Right. Yes, so number 5 on the list is the Tour Bangkok Rush.
That's right, going over to Thailand for this one. This is quite a good course, I have to say. I don't usually like tour courses for the most part. This particular one is really well done. You've got a variety of scenes there with a river boating scene, a street market scene there, going through the streets of the capital itself and various other bits of scenery to see. It's very imaginatively put together. This is a good course.
Yes, it looks pretty good. Yes, going through, you say, through the streets. And they've even got the street markets there.
That's
as
right.
Well, you can go and get the upset tummy, or whatever. But yeah,
no, I hope not.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
It's a well-designed course and very reminiscent of Bangkok. If you like Thailand and that general architecture, you're going to enjoy this course for sure. Very faithfully reproduced here for the DLC. In at number 5 then with Bangkok Rush, and similarly in number 4 is another Mario Kart Tour course that's equally as good. In fact, I'd say almost tied here with Bangkok, and that is the Singapore Speedway.
Yes, so the Singapore Speedway is rather good, and you could really get the feel of Singapore in it with these top, rooftop pools and things like that.
That's right.
And it's rather fun. It's rather well done. I think they've done some good research on this one.
Yes, it's heavily urban, has various districts there to see, various sights to see. It really does feel like you're going to Singapore.
It most certainly does, yes. It's rather fun. The challenge driving, what's it like on this one?
I'd say the Mario Kart Tour courses, by and large, aren't too challenging in terms of obstacles, but their layouts, because they're based on large cities, can be rather confusing. So if you don't know where to go, you're going to end up getting lost and have to get rescued by Lakitu multiple times. So just keep an eye on that minimap, I'd say.
Right.
The city ones there.
Yes.
So that's the Singapore Speedway with its sights and sounds there. And coming into number 3 now, we have a classic for the Nintendo DS, Mario Kart DS. It is Mario Circuit from that game.
So the remake of the Mario Circuit, yes?
The classic Mario Circuit from Mario Kart DS. Just a very faithful reproduction, a really fun, solid course to play on. Nice graphics there, both in the main part of the course and the wooded section. There's even a wiggler who pops up at the end to surprise you. This is a jolly good course.
Good course, and what about sort of challenge to play? Is it hard or...?
Well, I'd give it sort of 5 stars out of 10 in terms of challenge rating. In terms of quality, though, full 5 stars. This is a nicely done production.
Yes, indeed. It is nicely done, looking good, and fun to play.
Peach's Castle in the background there. Fireball spitting piranha plants to dodge, an interesting course, and deserving of the bronze spot there, number 3.
Yes.
Now, number 2 on our list, getting to the very good ones here. This is exciting. We have Nintendo Wii DK's Snowball Cross.
Aha! Now, the Snowball Cross, of course, comes from the Mario Kart Wii.
That's right.
And it was then fun to play, but what's this one like?
This was one of the best courses in Mario Kart Wii, if you ask me, with its very distinctive theme, the cannon, the various tricks you can do, and it's just as good in this one, I have to say. I even tried doing those really tough tricks you have to do, where you get the angle just right and you scoop round the corner super fast, and you can do that here as well. Very exciting, I have to say.
They're a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed, the various same hazards there are present and correct to dodge, as you may recall from the Wii version, a great reproduction of a classic course from Mario Kart Wii.
So can you do that? Can you do the shortcut thing where you used to go round that thing, you could hop over the middle?
I was going to do that for the video, but I got struck by lightning on the last lap, so I didn't get a chance to. But I don't know, you might be able to. Perhaps someone in the comment section can tell us.
Yeah, you could do a shortcut then on the old Wii one.
You could hop round that gap at the end there, that's right, just there, yes. Well, perhaps, as I say, perhaps someone commenting can let us know whether you can do that or not. I suspect you might be able to, that's just a theory. But that's DK's Snowball Cross in number 2. And number 1, my goodness me, what a pleasant surprise this course was. It is Yoshi's Island. This is just fantastic.
Yoshi's Island, yes indeed, from where?
This is, of course, a reference, nay, an homage, if you will, to the Super Nintendo game, Yoshi's Island, released back in the 90s. It's got all the classic enemies, a wonderful remix of the athletic theme from that game playing in the background. They even remixed the goal fanfare for the when you win or the race at the end of the course. It really is marvellous and rather charming, I have to say.
Most certainly, yes, we put a lot of effort into it, as you can see.
Yes.
With lots of little, references, and of course, the course itself. It's fun to play, isn't it?
It just looks lovely and captures that 2D style of the SNES game in 3D in Mario Kart Deluxe. It really is, it's a deluxe treatment, I have to say. It's beautiful.
Yes, I think fans of the original will be very happy with that.
I think they certainly will. I played the game, the Yoshi's Island game, enjoyed it a lot, and this is a splendid tribute to that game. So that's our number 1 placement.
Yes, indeed. So what do we think overall of these this update with these 8 new courses?
The Wave 4 here, I have to say, is one of the better waves so far. Adding Birdo as well, adding various mystery character slots, various gameplay balance tweaks in addition to all the courses they add, Nintendo really are giving us a lot of value for our money with this DLC pack, and this Wave 4 is no exception. It's very well put together. I like basically all of these courses, even Amsterdam is pretty great, so I don't really have any complaints to make here.
So generally, I think, overall, we're pretty happy, I think, don't you think?
Pretty happy, and with the Yoshi's Island one, we're smiling ear to ear. That is a superb course, along with Snowball Cross, absolutely marvellous. So there you are, fellows, our ranking of the top 8 courses in Mario Kart 8's Wave 4 DLC pack. Let us know in the comment section your thoughts, perhaps your ratings of these same courses. I say this has indeed been GameChap and Bertie, bringing you a rather exciting ranking of this exciting course pack. I do hope Nintendo keeps this level of quality going with the upcoming packs, because what I've seen so far is just marvellous. More please, Nintendo, more where that came from. Thank you kindly for joining us, fellows, and we look forward to seeing you once more in the next exciting outing, I say. Until then!